hello there.
Oh, hi everyone.
How are you guys going? We're just having a look at some fruit. Do you like eating fruit? I do.
Yummy, yummy.
What types of fruit do we have here, Emma?
I can see some carrots.
There's some mandarins at the front here.
Ooh, and apples.
Oh. And what are these? Are they bananas?
Yep, bananas.
And what do we have in the middle here?
Some green grapes today.
Yum. Well, how do these grow? Which one would come from a branch? I'm not sure. And which would come from a vine?
Do carrots come from a branch? No, they grow in the ground.
What about mandarins? Do they grow on a vine?
No, I don't think so. I think they grow in a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about bananas over here?
Bananas, definitely a tree. I've seen a banana tree.
Oh. So it has to be apples then. Apples grow on a vine.
No,
Oh.
apples don't grow on a vine. Apples grow in a tree.
Well, which one grows
Well,
on a
it
vine?
must be the grapes. They're the only one left. So the grapes grow on a vine, Craig.
Oh, okay. Did you know that? Well, we're going to have a look at a vine today. And maybe it might have grapes on it.
Let's go and see what Doug has to say about that.
Ah, no! I dropped my grapes! I like stories about fruit. They're so interesting, aren't they?
Today's story is Basil the Branch. Once there was a beautiful grapevine. And on that vine lived a branch named Basil. One day, Basil started thinking, here I am, a branch on a grapevine. But look at me, no grapes. So Basil took a deep breath, wiggled his shoulders up and down, focused all of his energy on the end of his stalk, and strained with all his might. Puff, puff, puff. Basil opened his eyes, looked down at the end of his stalk, and saw nothing. But Basil was not one to let things get him down. Obviously, I didn't try hard enough. If I try harder, if I work longer, I will produce a bunch of grapes. So, Basil took 2 deep breaths, wiggled his shoulders up and down, forwards and backwards, focused all his energy on the end of his stalk, and strained with all his might. Puff, puff, puff. Basil opened his eyes, looked down at the end of his stalk, and saw nothing, not a single grape. But Basil refused to let things get him down. Obviously, I didn't try hard enough. If I try harder, if I work longer, I will produce a bunch of grapes. So Basil took 3 deep breaths, wiggled his shoulders up and down, forwards and backwards, and from side to side. He clenched his teeth, focused all his energy on the end of his stalk, and strained with all his might. Puff, 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 pant. Puff, puff, big puff. Basil opened his eyes, looked down at the end of his stalk, and saw nothing, not even a sultana. Basil was down. Obviously, I didn't try hard enough. If only I'd try harder, if only I'd work longer, I would have produced a bunch of grapes. Hi, Basil, said a voice. Basil looked over his shoulder to see who was interrupting his moment of despair. Who are you? Asked Basil. I am the vine, said the vine, and you are the branch. You can't produce grapes on your own. Stop straining and just stick with me." So Basil took a deep breath, wiggled his shoulders, and focused on the vine. When summer came, there on the end of his stalk was a beautiful bunch of grapes. And now Craig is going to do some fun things with us and talk about that story.
Thank you so much, Emma. That was a great book. Now, do you think it's hard for trees and branches to produce fruit? Was it hard for Basil? Yeah. And what was the secret? Well, looking in this book, the Bible, in John, Jesus said this. He said, "I am the vine and you are the branches. If you stay joined to me, I will stay joined to you, and then you'll produce lots of fruit. But you can't do anything without me." And so the story Emma just told us tells us that Jesus and God, we need to stay connected to them, and then we'll produce lots of fruit. And lots of fruit means we get to do so many more things and great things.
Thanks for sending in your photos. We loved seeing you enjoying the episode and doing your crafts. Keep the photos coming in because we'd love to put them in our upcoming episodes. And here's some we received last week.
We're going to make some noise because the Bible says make a joyful noise to the Lord. So we're going to do that, but we need your help. We need you to go and get some plastic bowls or some saucepans or something like that. So I'm going to just stop the video while you go and get it. Go and get it. Or you can just play on your knees like that. That's good too. All right, so let's play with a 1 and a 2. Let's go faster. Faster. And stop. And thanks to Ethan for helping out.
For this craft, we're going to do a grapevine. I've used some sticks and some pencils, and Craig's going to do one with us as well.
Hello, Emma.
Hey,
Hello,
Craig.
everyone. Yeah, I'd love to do some craft. I've got a piece of paper. What else do I need?
We're going to have to go and collect some more sticks.
Okay, let's go then.
Well, that was fun collecting sticks outside. We've got everything we need here on the table. So we've got our sticks that we collected, some different leaves.
I got some good sticks. Did you see the big one that I got? I thought that would have been great.
We've got some curling ribbon, or if you've got other fun green things or purple things or sticky looking things, you can use those. We've got some crayons, some glue, and some more purple so we can have lots of different grapes. All right, Craig.
So what do we do first?
We put some glue on our page where we want our stick to go. So I've got the big gooey glue so that our sticks actually stick to the page. So you can use that too. There you go.
Oh, excellent. Oh, stick it all on.
Stick it all on. Stick the stick on.
Oh, very clever, Emma.
And then you can add some leaves or the greenery that you collected from out in the garden, just to make it look like a nice healthy grapevine. And then,
I'm going to put some of these on. Could I borrow some of yours?
yep,
You're good at sharing.
wow, yeah, do you want more?
No, I've got some.
And then you can use your purple textures or your purple crayons to create little bunches of grapes. So they're just little circles in groups together.
I'm going to put some glue up the top here. Do some more. I'll grab some of Emma's leaves.
Don't forget that your grapes hang in bunches, so they all want to be together. They want a little group of friends. And you can do your grapes with any kind of texture or crayon.
Ooh,
Craig's got red grapes.
I'm doing red grapes. Should we do orange grapes as well? Here. Oh, yours is looking good. Are you finished, Emma?
I'm all finished.
Oh, I'm just finishing off now.
So
How do you think I went?
yours might look different at home. We'd love to see some photos if you get your craft done this week.
That would be great.
Every morning when I wake up, every night when I sleep, I have the joy of the Lord, and He is my strength. When I'm feeling happy, or if I'm sad and blue, I can always trust the Lord, 'cause what He says is true. Oh, I have life. Whoa, I have peace. Whoa, I have joy. 'Cause Jesus gives life to me. Whoa, I have life. Whoa, I have peace. Whoa, I have joy. 'Cause Jesus gives life to me. Every morning when I wake up, every night when I sleep, I have the joy of the Lord, and He is my strength. When I'm feeling happy, or if I'm sad and blue, I can always trust the Lord, 'cause what He says is true. Whoa, I have life. Whoa, I have peace. Whoa, I have joy. 'Cause Jesus gives life to me. Whoa, I have life. And whoa, I have peace. Whoa, I have joy. 'Cause Jesus gives life to me. Jesus gives life to me. Jesus gives life to me.
Hey guys, what we're going to do is we're going to play a game called Statue. So, what happens is when it's music, we dance. When the music stops, you have to freeze. And then we dance again. Are you ready, Carmen?
Yeah!
Are you ready, Keisha?
Let's go!
I'm ready. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Did you freeze? All right, the music's coming on again. Woo! Oh, did you move? All right, we'll do it one more time. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh, you did so well. Thanks for dancing with us.
Well, everyone, welcome back to my place. Last week when I was walking down here with Craig, he wanted me to show everyone my kiwi fruit vine as well. So this is my kiwi tomato.
Richard!
Hello,
This
Grandma.
vine is too long. It's growing into my yard.
Oh, well, Grandma, it's my yard.
No, it's my yard. You need to cut it back.
But Grandma, if we cut it back too much, it won't bear any fruit.
It's not bearing any fruit now.
You've got to wait and be patient, Grandma. This is my kiwi fruit.
Oh, I love kiwi fruit.
Well, if we are patient and wait, I reckon next year we're going to get some kiwi fruit off this vine.
Oh, well, I tell you what. Don't cut it back. Leave it how it is.
I would love to leave it as it is. We might care for it and prune it and nurture it, and then next year, how about we share the kiwi?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now, Grandma, I've got another vine on my property. I've got some raspberries. Do you want to have a bit of fruit as well?
No.
Well, everyone, I am glad that Grandma doesn't want any of my raspberries because they are too nice. This time of year we're starting to run out of our raspberries, but every now and then when I'm working in my garden, I can come down and find a few, and they are just so tasty. And the other thing about it, as I'm digging around in this garden, occasionally you can find small green frogs. They just come up. Oh,
Hello, Richard.
you're not a small green frog.
No, that's because there's so many bugs and things in here. I just eat and eat and eat.
I know. They are very tasty.
Yeah, and you get the raspberries.
I do get the raspberries, and thank you for caring for all the bugs and grubs so that I can get to eat the raspberries.
Not a problem. And you know what else I do down here?
I don't know if I want to know.
I blow raspberries.
Thank you very much, Simon.
Here's a tree. It's full of vines. Monkeys love climbing in trees and swinging in vines. Here are the monkeys. 1, 2, 3 little monkeys. 4 little monkeys. 5 little monkeys. These are cheeky little monkeys swinging in the tree. They're teasing Mr. Crocodile. Here he comes. Watch out, monkeys. 5 cheeky monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and snap! 4 cheeky monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and snap! 3 cheeky monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and snap! 2 cheeky monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and snap! 1 cheeky monkey swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and snap! No cheeky monkeys swinging in the tree.
Thanks, Kathy. That was really fun seeing that monkey song. We're going to do our craft now, and in our storybook earlier, we heard about Basil, the vine that wanted to grow his own bunch of grapes and had to work with the whole vine and not just by himself. So here's one that I made a bit earlier. I've used my homemade paint as well as textures. Maybe you've got some green paper at home and you could make just one big bunch of grapes. I'm going to make one now with you. So I'm going to take my brown texture and draw my long vine. Then, this can be basil, this bit, coming off the branch. We can give it some colouring in. Next, let's do our grapes. I'm going to do some grapes with texture. You might do all of your grapes with texture. And then I'm going to do some grapes with my homemade paint. So if you don't have paint at home, you might be able to make some using corn flour and some food colouring to make purple. I'm putting purple grapes on my grapevine. I'm going to dip my finger in and splot it on. It's a little bit messy, so make sure you get some help from an adult. But it's a lot of fun and it feels really nice. And there we go. I've got a few grapes, but they all look like they're just hanging in the air there. So I'm going to draw some viney looking bits coming out from my grapes, because that's all part of the grapevine. Maybe some leaves. Give our bunch of grapes and leaves and join it up with the branch and the vine, adding all that through there. And there you have another grapevine. Yours might look a bit different to mine, but send through your pictures because we'd love to see what your grapevine looks like at home. And now we're going to see what Doug has to say.
I learnt so much today. If ever you're a monkey, hang on to a vine. So much in KidsLife. Bye.
Wasn't that funny? We love it when Doug comes on the show.
Yeah, he's very funny. Hey, did you have fun doing the craft? I'm having a look at it. It is so cool. If you do it, can you send us some pictures? Because we would love to see your craft.
Yep, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.
Bye.